Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. On the opening play, here's Ryan. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Here's the second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, these two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Etienne once more. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll run with Etienne. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence and looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
Making that play behind the line was Dwayne Smoot.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Ryan. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route.
Touchdown, Indianapolis!
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lawrence toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. If you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Pitching it out to Etienne. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And he's got it. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. There he goes, right side. The 20. He will score. Touchdown, Colts. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Take it in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. These two teams, division rivals, of course, and you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win. And the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022. But the 2-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville. And that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. This one caught by Ridley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Lawrence on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 41-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They go play action with Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. Lawrence on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. The Colts had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Ryan to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jaguars go on offense 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
On 3rd down, Lawrence dancing to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up, but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10, Taylor now. Corey Peters there to bring him down. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks attempts end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lawrence. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. Slant complete to Etienne. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. 101 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Ryan. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Ready.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
From the gun, it's Taylor. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Yeah. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Ryan. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10, just missed that one.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 140 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
21! Guys! Base. 21!
Now Ryan on first down. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
11. Hey, stop.
From the 45 on second down, Ryan. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Running left, Taylor. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further. As they get him down well short of the line to gain. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. 11 more on that one and another first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Handoff running left is Etienne. And some room to work. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. 2nd and 4.
Hey, Tuesday.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. To the right side, this is Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's Ryan. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now a give to Taylor. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A gain of 3, second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Jaguars, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.